to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you a modern classic, and it is literally just the sort of no makeup look. This is of course a little dressier than your typical no makeup look because we're using full coverage foundation. We've draped our blush. So if you want to learn how to get this fun classic look followed up with a first impression of products, since I didn't have any basics, I didn't have any basic natural colors, I'm full-blown color, you guys know me, then go ahead and keep on watching for my full-blown first impressions and me trying to basically get modern, get classic, and get a little new. I'll see you guys. Okay, so to get started on today's look, we've already began with skincare. So I've already began with the Matte Hippie Eye Cream, and this contains caffeine, so it kind of just brightens and awakens your eyes. My eyelids have looked so much better since I started using it. Acure Organics Toner. Halfway through the bottle, I love this. The next product I used was my serum, my Andalou Naturals Fruit Stem Cell Science Serum. And I do have a moisturizer for my brand, which I am using, but I do not talk about that here on YouTube because it's unrelated to YouTube. I'm not affiliated or sponsored with it. So my next product that I got here to put on my face for today is the e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer, because I do need to cover my skin a little bit. One pump if you have like blemish-free skin and you just want that luminous glow, but this is kind of like a little bit of a balm. For eye primer, I'm just taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. I feel people are using primers and primers less and less since I feel like there's a few more pro artists here on YouTube that are sort of integrating the blogging market, and I feel like there's just no need necessarily for that product if you've got a good concealer. I prefer to use one that's kind of sticky and has some emolliency. I'm also allergic to silicone, hence why I prefer concealer, and it's also just a good multi-purpose product. I definitely love a good multitasker. I'm going to be blending that out using my Beauty Blender Pro Sponge. A lot of pros prefer this one just because it gets a lot less dirty. The brand advises this for tanning products because of course it's dark and won't look dirty. So the next product I have here is the Pure Eye Polish. Now this is an eye base and top coat with silicone application tool. I'm really excited to use the silicone applicator. So it does have an application technique for the base, for alone, and then it also has an application to use as a top coat. Today we're going to kind of try to do all three, but keep this look very, 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 very simple and fine-tuned. So the first thing you're going to need is a couple of eye pencils and then basically a pure eye polish or any other metallic shimmery shadow. ColourPop will definitely do. I'm going to start off with the black eye pencil. So before we begin with that, we're going to be applying yet another eye base, so to speak, and we're going to be applying that as close as we can to the upper lash line. And now if you feel that this is too much product as it is, you'll see what we're going to do. You don't have to be able to draw a straight line with this. I've seen so many people try to draw a straight line with pencil, and it's just not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a sketch artist especially, you're going to love this because you can take light little feathery strokes, as most, you know, life drawing or body artists know. Just going to go ahead and go into the tight line. Now we're just going to fluff that up. Using a flat stiff shader brush. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the base. So I'm going to start off by grabbing my Pure Polish in the shade Satin. You could use any shade that you prefer because mine is definitely a pinky nude. So if you're really fair, you will really like this. If you're not really fair, I highly recommend picking up cashmere or just whatever else strikes your fancy. But like I said, any metallic shadow will do. ColourPop will do just fine because you're going to get that. You can apply this with your finger or brush type of deal. So here is the silicone applicator. This of course will not come with a ColourPop shadow, but you can get silicone brushes at Sephora from the Sephora line, and they're used as glitter pushers. But that is basically what a silicone applicator looks. It looks like a little spatula. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some of my Pure Polish in satin, and we're going to take a look at that. Really pretty. And I am botching the name. It's not called Pure Polish, sorry, it's called Pure Eye Polish Base and Top Coat. Okay. We're using this as base. It's very cooling. But this, kind of nice. This is essentially all a smoky eye is, just a little 3-minute eye. Using the silicone applicator, apply eye polish on the eyelid in patting motion for very vibrant iridescent application. Okay, so if you want to use it as a top coat or as an eyeshadow, because I think it'd be nice to set that so we don't get creasing. Once you have completed eye look using eyeshadows of your choice, gently pat eye polish in the center or outer corner of the eye look. Once again, we're going in with a very basic traditional smoky eye and calling it a day. We're not blending in any additional colors. We're just like, we're doing what the lady did who messed up her eyeliner and made a smoky eye. It would be great just to take this little stupid thing out. What is this? It's still cooling. I really want to depot this though. It doesn't feel dry. It's kind of like a cream shadow. I just really like the texture. It's a little faulty, but I really like the texture. I mean, I can't say anything bad about the texture. It says to keep the lid on tight though. According to, I don't know if any of you guys, like MAC Venomous Villains came out like right after I purchased it, and then I went cruelty free. But this reminds me of the MAC Magically Cool liquid powders. So far I'm really impressed and excited. I haven't tried anything gimmicky in a while, but I kind of hope it works. Like, not just be gimmicky, but actually work. I'm going to be taking the Butter London eyeliner now in Brown Sugar. We're going to be picking a colored eyeliner for the lower lash line, and the reason we're doing this is to enhance our natural beauty. And so we're going with brown. Now if you have blue eyes, green eyes, just about any color eye, hazel eyes, brown will be beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and do brown. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking my Dermablend now, because no matter how natural the look, I think flawless skin goes hand in hand with a natural look. So I'm gonna be masking my flaws. Some people prefer to do foundation first. Go back in with the pure polish, and like typical
go ahead and apply
smoky
a foundation
eye
of your choice.
Smoky eye fashion. We're just going to go ahead and pop a little bit of this on the lower lash line, and reason being is that it's going to prevent the eyeliner from bleeding. So this is like my #1 tip, and everybody on YouTube kind of already does it. So if you're out there and you're not watching, you know, everybody's kind of fun, dramatic looks, this is like the everyday woman's tip. Doesn't have to be dramatic. Now, setting your face is optional. We actually have, you know, like full coverage concealer on and stuff like that. So we're primarily going to be setting the face just because I don't want my blush to streak, because I do have a oilier skin type sometimes. It's definitely combination to dry is what I'm considering it as, because I definitely need key hydration, but sometimes my skin could break down products, but I think that's normal to have some amount of natural oil in your skin. It doesn't necessarily make it an oily skin type. But I'm going to be setting this over the concealed areas and the kind of the general area where I want to apply bronzer. So I'm just going to be very selective. Now you notice we pressed a little bit of translucent powder over the tops of our real eyebrows.
I chose the Too Faced
and that is because I don't want my brows to be too sticky. So I'm taking my little Isabella Phantom brush because it's a really nice, tough synthetic brush, and then my Auburn Dip Brow Gel from Anastasia. And of course we want the majority of the deepness and the arch to be at the back. And because I don't have that many brows, they're going to be stronger than I would actually want them to be, appearance wise. So just something to bear in mind when I say natural brow and then I'm painting these on. These are not the new natural brow. The trend is, of course, strong eyebrows, so do whatever you like. But with that being said, I think the trend is strong eyebrows, but looking really polished. Now, only because I'm a creasy disaster area sometimes, my skin doesn't know what it wants to do, wants to be. Since I moved back, I've been taking the clean, dry side of my beauty blender, picking up some of the e.l.f. HD under eye powder because it's a little paler than the e.l.f. HD Luminous, believe it or not, because it's meant to kind of set and brighten the under eye area. And we're just going to pat over the brows because I want to mute them down a little bit and make that look like a pencil, and just to set them as well.
In this clip, I'm talking about the pans, and we're going to be taking the CC Radiance Bronzer from IT Cosmetics. I accidentally said blush in the video, but we're going to be basically doing a light contour, and we're going to be moving that up from the cheekbone to the hairline and anywhere else you'd like to bronze.
Okay,
the
so
chin, the nose bridge.
I'm going to be taking the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Radiance Ombre Blush, and this is the color Coral Flesh. So my brand's image, they want us to wear a color that is suggested for our skin tone. So I picked up this bad boy. As you guys know, all products purchased with my own money are cruelty free. And since this was purchased by my own money, it's cruelty free. So I have Coral Flesh. And as you can probably tell, that is probably not desirable for a fair skin tone. However, we're going to be lightening and brightening it up, and it's still going to be something fun to play with that I'm going to enjoy on my day off too, because it's so bright and looks just like the MAC Discontinued Ripe Peach. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Sigma Angle brush, and we're just going to be applying this as lightly as possible. I'm picking up a little bit of that on my brush. If you're applying this on a client, you really should just kind of wipe off the top layer and use a very clean brush. And then for highlighter, we're going to keep it light, keep it very light, very bright, very subtle. So I'm going to be taking the Becca, and sorry, I have so many brand and products going through my head right now because I just got back from class, but this is Moonstone. I was going to say Opal, but Opal's a dark color, and we're just going to lightly tap that onto the cheeks and nothing else. We're not going to be frosting with it. I'm also going to be taking my Better London Lippy Bloody Brilliant Lip Crayon. This is the first time I'm taking this, or I would not be reading the box. But this is Teddy Boy. And so it is a nice rosy nudie mauve with a little hint of a brown tint. And this is, of course, the color they recommend for my brand skin tone range. It's a little glossy. So yeah, if you follow me on Instagram and you notice I hashtagged the Nude Wear Challenge, this was kind of it. It was like non-Instagram makeup basics and colors that flatter your skin tone basically. So that's basically the Nude Wear Challenge. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching this one. It's been fun. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.